One who wants to make the right choice, afraid of making mistakes? Are you the one who made a false move? That confused one who chose the wrong career? Or the one who took the wrong path? Are you the one who always worries? The one who wants a healthy mind and body? Or the one who wants to transform his life? Our choices, whether good or bad, make us human. Once we see and move past our mistakes, we will realize that we can still choose better. We just need to ask the right questions, do it for the right reasons, have the right motivation, towards the right destination. We did not slow down. We are still on track, advancing towards where we're meant to be, making the life we want for ourselves and for our future. Transform your life with the right strategy, the right plan, and the right system. Introducing Sante. Create more moments. Make more memories. Forge your own legacy. A legacy of creating more of the life you want. Let Sante show you how you can plan the life you want. Create the life you want.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Santa Engage! Wow, what a wonderful Thursday evening, ladies and gentlemen. And every Thursday, it's Engage Webinars. It's our learning night for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm Ian Pagkanlungan, Assistant Manager for Training and Development. And welcome to the Engage Webinars. And for tonight, I'm sure you guys are excited because we'll be having two young individuals who will be teaching us on personal branding and attraction marketing. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, syempre, batian portion muna. Where are you watching us from? Please comment down the comment section below. Okay, basahin natin. Yes po, from Engage website ang Zoom link. Thank you. Sometimes kasi may mix up tayo no, sa ating mga Zoom links. Good thing we got the right one for tonight. Watching from Imos, Cavite, Joanne. Who's that? Joanne Norlin Sauler. From Cainta, Ma'am Shirley Reginaldo. Anna Entered Tolentino from Bulacan. From Apayao, Cheche Crisaldo. From US of A, Rochelle Rivera. From GMA Cavite, we have Ma'am Jo Baisa. From Dasmariñas, Cavite, we have Riza Rose Acolador. From Binyan City, Merl Mante. Ang dami. Oy, batiin natin taga Kalibo. From Kalibo, Aklan, we have Miss Aiza Maria Riola Nicor. And ito, last na lang. From Taif, KSA, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, we have Miss Lilibet Radam. Ladies and gentlemen, teka, baka magalit yung taga Taiwan. From Taiwan, March Cesario. Ladies and gentlemen, exciting night for tonight. Very timely kasi a lot of leaders are now transitioning to creating their personal branding. Pero ano nga ba ang kahalagahan na ma-develop mo ang yung personal brand and paano mo magagamit yan into attraction marketing. I'm not an expert with this, but these two individuals that I'll be introducing are experts, especially sa mundo ng TikTok, the TikTok world, ika nga. So, if you guys are excited, type 3. Yeah, may iba naman. Type 3 if you guys are excited because I'm about to introduce to you our resource speaker. By the way, with me is Engage Academy team. Nandiyan po ang Binibining Kalinawan, our ever SPT, the sexy, the pretty, the talented. Miss Bing Kalinawan, good evening. We also have Mr. Jason Salosciano, the maestro. Okay, huli na lang. I will be recognizing the presence of our Sante Elites. Miss Eds Panopio, welcome. Okay, our leaders, Mark Dominic Alonzo, welcome. Ang ingay ko. And also Mr. Gabriel Icalia Jr. Welcome po sa mga Sante Elites, Sante Leaders. Here we go. Okay, so if you guys are excited na rin po ako. At uunahin ko na po ipapakilala ang ating resource speaker. Actually, I've learned about this guy since 2020 at the onset of the pandemic when everybody was turning into TikTok. I saw his content and I was surprised nung pinakilala sa akin ni Faith. Oh, this is the guy I've been following. No? He's a pioneer on motivational content. So ladies and gentlemen, here he is, a keynote speaker, a life coach, a digital strategist, a host, and a content creator with over 1.8 million followers. He also hosts top podcast in the PH, Small Talk. Okay, so follow nyo siya sa Spotify. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I am excited to introduce to you our speaker for tonight, Mr. Alec Cuenca. Good evening, Alec.
Thank you. Thank you, Sir Ian, for that very heartwarming introduction. I still am not used to people introducing me like that, but thank you so much for this opportunity. And I am more than honored to speak with you tonight, share my thoughts, share my experience, along with Faith, of course. And yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to Ma'am Bing, Coach JS, Ma'am Eds as well for being here, and for all the leaders who are here, who are attending. Thank you so much for your time. Unahin ko na agad. Pero yeah, I hope that I could share whatever I can share with the time given. And hopefully you can use this as a tool for you to attract more clients in your Sante journey. Should I proceed na? Dire-diretso ko na ba to?
Yeah, thank you, Alec. No, na starstruck kasi kami, Alec. Ang ganda ng ng audio mo. No, sige, introduce ko rin muna, but later she will be doing her piece. Also joining us this evening is our very own Platinum Executive Director and the social media influencer. No, parang nag-start to 2020 lang din, pero she's one of the fastest na nakapag-create ng over 100,000 followers on her TikTok account. And you also, of course, heard of her nag-viral na post sa Facebook. And also, she also made a name sa Instagram. So joining us for this evening for personal branding and attraction marketing, our very own Miss Faith Corpus. Hi, Faith.
Hi, good evening everybody. Good evening mentors, coaches. Hello po. Sana po okay lang kayo na tumagal tayo hanggang 3 hours. Okay lang po ba? Kasi dami po yata kami i-discuss ni Alec. Nag-request yung mga Sante leaders. Okay lang daw kayo 3 hours. Joke. Hindi po tayo tatagal ng 3 hours. 2.5 lang po.
Mukhang magdagdag ako kay Alec ng talent fee, sabi ko, 90 to 120 minutes. But nonetheless, excited po ang lahat, I'm sure, sa ibabahagi ng ating mga resource speakers. So I'll give you over back to Alec para sa ating first part of this evening's webinar. Back to you, Alec.
All right, thank you, Sir Ian. And again, guys, good evening sa inyo lahat. I am very grateful for the time that you're spending here. I know pera nababawi yan, pero oras hindi nababawi. But the fact that you are here spending your time with me means a lot, not just for myself, but also for your future self. So palakpakan nyo naman mga sarili nyo for showing up, for being here, for always investing yourself in learning more on how you could make better decisions for yourself and for your Sante journey as well. So let me just pull up my screen so we could actually start. So I am so excited nung in-invite ako ni Sir Ian na mag-share or mag-speak dito ngayon. But I was more excited about the fact that I was talking about attraction marketing. Now, attraction marketing might be scary for some people. Parang ano ba yan? Ano ba yan? Attraction marketing na yan? Ang dami naman na klaseng marketing dito na kailangan nating aralin. But I've actually learned when he brought up this topic na, wait lang, this was something that I've been doing ever since I started my career in personal development and in content creation as well. Which is why I can easily say that the results that can come from attraction marketing, I have been able to see that not just with myself, but also with the people that I work with, my clients, and the people that I coach with. And so I'm just excited to share with you everything that I know about attraction marketing. Hopefully, you have a lot of questions. I believe there's so much value in the question and answer. So if you have questions, write them down or write them in the chat box, and we'll try to answer them later if you still have time. So before that, a few house rules. Hindi naman ako masyadong stricto, but medyo seloso ako, kaya I'm laying out house rules for our session for tonight. The first one is I hope that you have an open notebook. I hope you come in here with an open notebook. The session that we're going to have today and the topic that we're going to discuss, kulang talaga yung dalawa or kahit tatlong oras para matutunan siya. But I believe that the ideas that we're going to share are just probably ito yung mga missing pieces or parang how you can become better, how you can make better ways for you to attract clients. So whatever comes into your mind, a quote, a story, a song, or a picture, an element, kahit na ano pumasok sa utak mo na makakatulong sa'yo, write it down. I will not be discussing the magic of writing things down, but I'm sure na you will learn more of the lessons that we are going to discuss if you're going to write it down. So please, please, please get a piece of pen, get a piece of a paper, a notebook, or a journal, and write the lessons that you can write here tonight. The second one would be an open mind. Now, I am pretty sure the leaders that you have here, you probably know a lot. But coming into this webinar, and I hope that you have this attitude as you enter different webinars as well, is you keep an open mind. There are so many truths that we need to learn more about in this life that could help us significantly. So we gotta enter every opportunity with an open mind. Okay, maybe there are still some people out there listening right now, watching right now, na feeling nila, okay, this is not just for me. If you come into this webinar with that kind of mindset, I am assuring you this is not for you. But if you come here with an open mind, you will learn some things that could definitely help you a lot. So please, 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 whatever we're going to discuss here, keep an open mind. Now, let's talk about attraction marketing. So in layman terms, ano ba yung attraction marketing? Paano ba natin nakikita? Okay, but before that, papakilala muna ako. Sabi ko nga kanina, I have been an epitome of attraction marketing. I was still studying 4 years ago. I think it was back in 2018. I was still studying. I was still finishing my degree in Mapua. I was studying manufacturing engineering. And I was a very, very, I won't say bad student, but I was having a hard time with my studies. And then I decided, you know what? I think I need to change. So what I did is I spent most of my time not doing what the other regular college students would do. For one example, hindi ako masyadong naglalaro ng mga computer games at least ng mga last parts ng college ko. Hindi na ako masyadong naglalaro ng computer games, hindi na ako masyadong nanonood ng mga series. What I did is I spent my time learning. Sabi ko, okay, palabas na ako ng Mapua. Kailangan when I get there and when the real life challenges hit me, I am prepared. I have all the tools necessary. So what I did is I spent my time in the library. I learned a lot about personal development. I learned about psychology, how the brain works, how marketing works, how business works, leadership works. I read them all in the library. So what happened is I also started my passion project. I started the podcast. Sabi ko, okay, let me use this tool as a way to practice, right? So I also did that with TikTok. Dahil nung nag-pandemic, I was forced to stop schooling even though I only had OJT na lang natitira. Sabi ko, I had to stop this. Hindi kaya ngayon. And so I needed to find different avenues for me to earn. So what I did is I doubled down on content creation. I doubled down on my podcast, on my passion project, on my hobbies. And then I doubled down on my side hustles as well, the content creation in TikTok. And fast forward to the present moment, I have seen a good amount of success when it comes to the work that I put in. So right now, I have over 1.8 million followers. I'm currently the host of one of the top podcasts here in the Philippines, which reached at the top of the podcast in charts when it comes to Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And I just started this whole thing back in 2019. So I'm just 3 years here, but I have seen so many opportunities just because I took the risk. So a lot of you might be thinking, well, that's just not for me. Baka pinanganak yan, may passion na. But I realized na the things that I have done here, it's not based on, well, there is a significant amount of luck included, pero I really put in the work. I really made a decision from that day, from the day that I started my podcast, my content creation. Okay, maybe this is something we could look into. I started that decision. Maybe I could learn more about this. Maybe I could try it out. And just because of that decision, my life changed. And probably yours as well. I've been able also to work with a lot of different brands, such as these brands. And I guess that's me. That's my short background about myself. And now let's proceed to attraction marketing. As I've said, hindi naman po ako nag-aral ng marketing talaga. But right now, I'm a full-time content creator. I'm working with a lot of different brands because of this type of marketing, because of attraction marketing. And I'm going to share with you how I did it, the principles behind it. So I hope that you learn a lot. Okay, so ano ba yung attraction marketing? Have you ever experienced buying something from Lazada just because, or Shopee, just because you saw someone using the item on their posts or on their stories? Every time, pag nag-scroll tayo sa story natin, nakita tayo ng iba't ibang taong uminom ng iba't ibang klaseng kape. Tapos tinatanong natin sila, saan nyo ba nabili yan? Tapos sasabihin nila sa'yo. Then next week, you're gonna try it out. Right? You may not consciously notice that, but that's actually attraction marketing. The people that are posting on their social media, they're not really telling you to buy this, but they're showing you, okay, I like this, I love it, and kayo, bilang consumer, na-attract kayo, tapos nakikita nyo na, okay, I want that as well. I like that as well. Let me try that out. Let me buy that. So that's how attraction marketing works. You don't necessarily sell anything, but you show why you enjoy it, why it is helpful to you, why it is valuable to you, and then you let people come into buying or availing your product or your service. Another one is, of course, alam natin to lahat, hindi lang sa pagkain, pati sa mga gamit. For example, I have it here with me. Tong bottle, ano ba tawag dito? Itong jug na to, whatever you want to call it. Pero nakita ko lang to nag-post, sabi niya, nakita ko lang, nasa story niya, umiinom siya. Tapos merong parang mga motivational na nakalagay na linya dito. Tapos sabi ko, wow, that's really amazing. They're not really selling the jug. They're selling the motivation that comes with it. So I was interested in it and I bought it and I'm using it every single day. And I was like, okay, that's attraction marketing. And a lot of the girls out here, when you see someone merong makeup na maganda, kahit hindi nyo pa nakikita yung makeup, pero napakaganda ng makeup niya, you would say, oh, wait lang, what's your makeup? I want to learn about your makeup. How do you do it? And then they'll tell you, okay, these are the things that I bought. And then ikaw, diretso ka sa Lazada, diretso ka sa Shopee, you're going to buy those products, right? That's attraction marketing. They're not telling you to buy it. They're not saying why you need it. but people are subconsciously looking into it and saying in themselves, I want this. I need this. So that's attraction marketing. The basic principle of attraction marketing is you stop chasing clients. Sobrang hassle ng alam ko lahat na nagsisimula na pumapasok sa business, talagang grabe yung hard work na nilalagay nila. And minsan nakaka-frustrate kahit gaano karaming beses na mag-try, minsan wala. Right? But in our modern era, in our age today, it doesn't need to be like that forever. There are a lot of different ways for you to attract client while not putting the same amount of work that you have been putting for the past weeks. It is possible. And I know, Miss Faith has been one of the greatest examples of that. He showed that it is possible to not put as much work as you need to for you to get the clients that you want to. Okay? So the basic principle of it is you stop chasing it. You let the people come to you. Again, in attraction marketing, in a more direct sense of sales and marketing, people are going to tell you, this is why you need this. A lot of ads will tell you, this is the benefits of what you can get. Ito yung pwede mong makuha. Ito yung pwede mong matutunan pag kinuha mo to, pag nag-avail ka ng course na to, pag nakapasok ka dito. They're telling it why you need it, right? Attraction marketing jumps or shifts from this kind of mindset to this is why I need it. Okay? So from the mindset of this is why you need this, you're going to shift to a mindset of this is why I need it. This is why I like it. This is why I'm using it. That's the essence of attraction marketing. Now, the goal of attraction marketing has basically two things. For me, one of the main goals of attraction marketing is to build relationships. And as we all know, the relationships that we build online or offline are those that can generate leads that could potentially become our clients in the future. So the first goal of attraction marketing is to find people that you can build relationships with. And don't worry, we'll get into how you can do this a little bit later on, but I want you to understand that the main point of this is not, again, selling. For a lot of people, okay, gagawin ko tong attraction marketing para makabenta ako. Don't get me wrong, you'll still be able to do that. But that's not the goal of attraction marketing. The goal of attraction marketing is to let people know that you are the first people that can come into their minds when they're thinking about a product or thinking about a problem that they need to solve. Imagine like this. For example, parang parking lot, di ba? Parking lot yan, lahat ng tao, mayroong kanya-kanyang parking lot sa utak natin. Tapos pag kailangan natin na, okay, kailangan ko ng pampaputi, ng gamit pampaputi. They're gonna think of one brand, one product, one person that they could go to para makakuha ng sagot, para makatulong sa problema nila. What you want to do with attraction marketing is you are going to create that own parking spot inside their heads. Now, when they think about, okay, I need something that can make me healthier. Okay, I need something that I want to start a business. Who can I come to? Who do I need to ask? And you're going to build your own parking spot in their brains, in their minds. That's what you want to do with attraction marketing. Then, of course, you build relationships. Okay. Next is, of course, you build credibility. Okay, great. You found people. You found relationships that you can build with. The next thing that you need to do is to build credibility. And this is one of the best things that you can achieve in attraction marketing. For some people and for a lot of people, the results will not come in the early stages of attraction marketing. When you do this, people are still you're going to still get clients, but not as much as if you give it time and you build that credibility because of the value that you put out for your attraction marketing. And why do I love this? Because it generates trust. And trust is the currency that we live by when we want to exchange any form of energy, whether it's a product, whether it's a service, whether it's money. You need trust for you to have that transaction. So if you want to build or generate more trust with your prospects, with your leads, then you need to apply attraction marketing. Learning ba so far? Type nyo naman number 1 if you're learning. Yan. Okay, I can see a lot of people. Yan, Apple spamming the number 1. Thank you so much. That's good. Yan, damn tao. All right. Okay, next. Okay. Can we accept questions? I think someone's raising their hand.
Yeah, we'll be entertaining questions towards the end of the presentation, guys. Please park those questions first. Later, Alex will be entertaining some.
We'll try to answer that later on. Okay, bibilisan ko na para makapunta na tayo sa question and answer kung marami kayong tanong. So, before I dive deep into the technical stuff of the attraction marketing, I want to talk more about the law of attraction. I'm a huge fan of the law of attraction. I don't care if you believe it or not. For some people it works, for some people it doesn't. If it works for you, then congrats, that's a win. If not, then find other ways, find other methods. But for me it worked. Okay? In my personal experience, it worked. Well, basically the law of attraction is you don't really try hard to get something, you attract it into your life. And how do you do that? You basically become this person. You raise your energy levels, you raise your frequency, you become a better person so that people around you will notice, okay, this guy is changing and I'm more inclined to build a relationship with this person. Okay? If we're gonna put this into a love analogy, 'di ba karamihan sa atin kapag ang hilig natin pag may gusto tayo hinahabol natin, nagmamakaawa tayo, ginagawa natin lahat para sa kanya. That's not attracting. That's chasing. And when you're chasing, you're compromising your standards, you're compromising your values, you're compromising everything about you. What we want to do is to have that shift. We don't want to chase anymore. We want to attract people in our lives. And it's not only sa business na gagawa natin. Hindi lang yan sa love life na gagawa, pati sa business na gagawa rin natin yan. So, pagod na tayo maghabol ng maghabol. Sila ang maghabol sa atin. Ganun ang gawin natin for our business, right? So in understanding the law of attraction, we need to also understand that the word attraction, it's not just attraction. There's a hidden word na kinakalimutan ng karamihan. And it is the word action inside the word attraction. So the law of action comes from the law of attraction. So if you want to apply the law of attraction, first and foremost, we need to act on it. Ngayon, kailangan nating maglagay ng seeds, magtanim ng seeds, plant them every single day, and then eventually the law of attraction will work. Yung iba kasi inisip nila, the law of attraction works. Pag pray ko yan, isipin ko palagi gagana yan. Doesn't work that way. You need to apply a certain amount of action first before the attraction happens. Gets? Okay. So what kind of attraction or actions do we need to take? I've created these pillars when it comes to content or to attraction marketing. And from what I've researched and from my own experience, the baseline of any kind of attraction in your life comes from personal development, which we will be diving a little bit later on. But in the middle, and the gap that we need to understand is the content that we create. As much as we don't like to create content, this is the key to attraction marketing. Why? Because this will essentially put you on the map. Sabihin niyan, you exist in the online world, in the offline world. We still create content. We still show up. We still show people that we exist. And that's the gap. Okay? And the main point of attraction marketing is to provide value. Again, it's not to sell. It's to provide value. Wait lang. Sir Alec, Kuya Alec, pumunta kami dito para dumami yung benta namin eh. Bakit namin kailangan magbigay ng value? One of the things that I learned is that people will only care if you care about them. I think there's a proper code for that, but that's the gist of it. People won't care about you if you know stuff. People will only care about you if you care about them. So it's important that you give value first before you can ask anything in return. So I'm going to share with you why attraction marketing has that endpoint, okay? Don't get me wrong. At the back of our minds, we still want to sell. We still want to promote our products. But the main point of attraction marketing is to give value. Okay, so now let's talk about the first pillar of attraction marketing. It's called personal development. I have been a fan of personal development. I have spent 5 years of my life learning about personal development. And it's such a crazy experience for me, a crazy journey for me. Especially nung mga nagsisimula pa lang ako. When I started learning more about personal development, I didn't earn anything. Wala akong kinikita kahit magkano. I was just interested in becoming a better version of myself. And then one day, out of a sudden, I got a contract and a check worth 150,000 for a project that they want to include me in. Mind you, this was the first 6-digit contract or even money that I have ever laid my eyes on. I didn't grow up with much. Nabuhay ako na mother ko lang nag-work sa akin, father ko walang work. And we were barely getting by. We were part of the struggling middle class. But nung nakita ko yun, I was like, wow. So it is possible. So it is possible that you can earn money even though you're not seeing anything. So it is possible na kahit wala kang nakikitang results ngayon, meron pa parating in the future. They're just working and applying action before you can attract people so that they could avail your service or your product. And so in understanding personal development, I want to share with you one of my favorite quotes from Jim Rohn. And he said that if you work hard at your job, you can make a living. Alam natin dito, lalo na dito sa Pilipinas, meron tayong culture ng work hard, resiliency. Sa social media, merong grind, hustle 24/7. Wala pahinga, right? Mapapahinga lang ako pagpatay na ako. Some people say like that. Pero the more that you work hard on your job, you'll have more ways that you can make a living. But there's a continuation to this quote. He said that work hard on yourself and you can make a fortune. And if you understand, the father, if I could say, the father, if you're not aware, Jim Rohn is the founder of, I think it's Herbalife. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it's Herbalife, one of the biggest networking companies in the whole world, especially in the mga 90s and 2000. He was a mentor of Tony Robbins as well. And ito ang business niya, network marketing, right? He was selling products. He was inviting people to start their business. But he said this quote, and he kept on teaching it. How ironic would it be for someone who started a networking company who didn't want for people to just work on their jobs? He wanted for people to work on themselves. So if we understand that, we could get a huge advantage over the people who are just working hard on their jobs. And the reason why this is related to attraction marketing is because the only way that you can become attractive is if you work hard on yourself. If you want attraction to come into your life, you need to work hard on yourself. Hindi lang sapat na inaaral mo lahat ng kailangan mong aralin para sa business mo, para sa trabaho mo. Kailangan inaaral mo rin ang sarili mo. How could you build better habits? How can you have a better mindset? How could you communicate better? How could you network better? How could you learn more about sales and marketing? And I'm so proud that a lot of people have attended this webinar because that just means that you're really working on yourself. I know it's connected to your company, but if you're here in your learning sessions, hindi ka naman obligado na pumunta dito, pero you spent your time here, and that means you're working on yourself. But let's try to go a little bit deeper than that. How can we work more on ourselves? So in personal development, it's all about building yourself, okay? And in building attraction marketing or learning more about attraction marketing, you need to build yourself first, right? Because people buy into you. In attraction marketing, people buy dahil ikaw yan. Hindi dahil maganda yung product. Of course, they're gonna reorder and they're gonna buy more if your product is good, if your service is good. But essentially in attraction marketing, they will buy it because you are influencing them to buy it. So they're not buying the brand, they're buying you. They're buying your own personal brand. And the only way that you could do that is if you build yourself. A lot of people in the social media realm, inisip natin na they just go there to be entertained, to learn more about things. But you know what I realized? People on the internet are looking for someone who can lead. And I'm sure that a lot of you guys here are leaders, right? People on the internet are looking for people who can lead. Lead what? Lead them to a better life. And if you made that promise that you can lead them, or you know, and I know you freaking know that you can lead people into having a better life, into helping people make their dreams a reality. They're looking for someone who can lead. And if you're here in this training, I am 100% sure that you can lead. The only problem is you're not putting yourself out as much as you need to out there, right? But people are attracted to you. So what you need to do is, before you put yourself out there, is you need to build yourself. You need to show that you are capable, and you know to yourself that you are capable of leading them. You lead by example. Okay? So in building yourself, in personal development, you develop yourself first before you can help developing others. Mahirap naman kung inspire natin yung ibang tao, pero alam natin sa sarili na hindi ako na-inspire sa sarili ko. Right? So if you want to inspire other people, if you want to help other people, help yourself first. Okay? Am I clear? Malinaw ba tayo doon? Help yourself first. Develop yourself first before you can develop others. Now, some of you might be thinking, Alec, that's just not me. I'm sorry. And if you think about it, Alec, paano kung makita ko na mas magaling sa akin, sabihin nila mali yung ginagawa ko? Alec, paano kung ma-realize nila na I'm just a fake, I'm a fraud, I'm an imposter? Hindi naman ako to eh. Hindi naman ako yung magaling. Hindi naman ako magaling talaga. What if, Alec, mas maraming mas magaling dyan sa akin? If you're having those thoughts, let me tell you one thing. Everyone has it. Everybody. Your leaders have it. The people that you look up to, your idols, they have it. I have it as well. But you know what's the difference? Even though we have those kind of fears, we still take action. It's not important if you're scared. Social media is a scary thing. Attraction marketing, it's a scary thing. But it's not important that it's scary. You can still do it scared. Right? So be scared, but don't be afraid. This is one of the biggest risks and actually the biggest things that could help you along your way. And so if you have a feeling of imposter syndrome, let me just remind you that you are good enough. You have the tools right now. The experiences that you had before, those were enough to teach you all the things that you have to inspire other people. Regardless if you're 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, plus nga pag mas matanda, you have more experience. Therefore, you can share more. You can help more, right? If you're thinking, okay, Alec, but how do I help them? How? How can I do that? I want you to remember, and kung kailangan isulat nyo ito, write it down, very, very important. You are perfectly positioned to help someone that has the same problems you had a year ago. If you don't know where to start, tignan mo yung sarili mo 5 years from now, 3 years from now, a year from now. And what are the problems that you faced? And how can you solve that? Or how can you share the solutions that you had to the people who are facing the same problems right now? When dealing with imposter syndrome, mai-intimidate tayo sa mga level 20, level 30 na sa buhay, level 50 na sa buhay. But understand that if you're out here to help, you're not helping them. You're helping the people who are just starting. Or you are helping the people who have no idea where to start. You are helping people who are lost, who are confused, who has the same problems that you had before. So let that be your inspiration. Let that be your anchor in applying attraction marketing in your life. Now, the first way that you can actually learn more about personal development is read books. Read books. Books has been books have been my best friends ever since. I couldn't afford a mentor. I couldn't afford a coach. I couldn't afford courses. And so I had books. You see, if there's a will, there's a way. You keep on making these excuses. I'm not into books that much. Well, have you tried picking a book up? A good book? A good book about the business? About the successes that you want to mimic? All I'm asking is that you try and allow yourself to open your mind into buying a book and reading it. Why? Because books are such a life hack. Imagine buong buhay ng tao, years of experience, they've compiled it sa 200 pages that you can consume in one sitting. You're gaining wisdom and experience from people in their lifetime that they wrote in a book. And you can summarize it in a thing that you could read for 2-3 days. If you pay for it for like 500, 1,000, and you get an idea, just one idea that could change your life, wouldn't that be worth it? And what I've learned is that the top titans in different industries, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, they were avid readers. The biggest mansions that are built in this world have the biggest libraries inside their houses. Not the biggest flat screen TVs, not the biggest subwoofers and audio components, but the biggest libraries in this world. And why do you think is that? It's because the successes that they have achieved, they can attribute it from the wisdom that have been passed on from books. So I'm going to share with you 3 books that you may read for you to change that mindset, for you to change your habits, and for you to essentially learn more about attraction marketing. So I have 3 major books that I want to share with you. The first one is Think and Grow Rich, a staple for everyone who wants to have a successful life. And not just a rich life, okay? Not just the material wealth, but also a more meaningful life. Because if you learn the principles in this book, ma-realize mo na hindi lang siya about sa business, about sa buhay siya. Right? So read Think and Grow Rich. Lahat ng tao na naging successful at one point, na nagbabasa, ito isa sa mga i-recommend nila. This is a classic and you should read it. The second one is The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Hindi natin napapansin. Kaya for yung ibang tao dito, pagtapos ng webinar, hindi pa rin na-apply yung attraction marketing. It's because of the beliefs that we have inside our brains. And one of the best books that can destroy the limiting beliefs that you have for wealth, for success, for money, for yourself, it's in this book. It's called The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. And of course, lastly, Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. I have spawned a lot of new ideas on marketing, on sales, of learning more about content creation because of Gary Vaynerchuk. Now, this book might not be enough, but I suggest that you try to research more about what he does, what he talks about. He's basically the king of marketing when it comes to the new era. Okay? So Crushing It, read these books. Let me know in the chat box, what are the books that you have read from these 3 books? Meron ba kayong mga nabasa dito? Let me know. Yan, sabi ni March, Gary V also has a YouTube channel. Yes, exactly. And wow, Miss Bing shared, Sharon Cuneta owns 600,000 books over the years. That is crazy. And so if you just understand that, right? We can't read all of the books, pero it's practically a missed chance if you miss this chance to learn about these people. Hindi mahalaga kung basahin mo ay 10, 20, 100, as long as you start reading books, opening your mind to a new reality. Okay? All right. The next one that you could add, develop your personal, you could add into your personal development is get a mentor. I met Faith. She wasn't really fond of reading books before, right? But I have been amazed so much with the successes that she had in her businesses. And so when I started becoming friends with her, I asked her, okay, what did you do? Okay, what exactly did you do? So I learned that she had a lot of mentors here in Sante and outside of life, but mainly here in Sante. He had a lot of mentors that guided her in in helping her learn more about marketing, in helping her learn on how she could develop skills that could be helpful in the future. And so if you are a leader here, if you are listening right now here in this webinar, in this seminar, then I want you to understand that you have such an amazing advantage because you have people that can help you out. The leaders that are here organizing the event, these are people that are helping you, shortening that learning curve. Okay? If you read books, it might take some time. But if you sit down with a wise person, he could share with you he could filter out what he read in the books and share with you the most important ones. He could filter out years of experience and share with you the wisdom that you need to move to that next level. So take advantage of this. Look at the people in the Zoom meeting. Look at the people that you look up to. Look at your mentors. And ask yourself, how could I maximize this? Ask more questions. Be more curious. And don't just ask questions blindly. Learn more about yourself and which part are you stuck. Okay? Huwag kayong pupunta, mentor, paano nyo nagawa to lahat? May hirapan kayo doon. May hirapan kayong tulungan ng mentor. Let them know what your progress is and where are you currently stuck. And then ask them, how could I solve this particular problem? And then they'll be able to help you out. Okay? But mentors, they're your best friends. So look up to them and ask them, how could you maximize this? Now, if you are one of the main reasons why you also need to get a mentor is because two heads will always be better than one. Okay? You are an amazing creature. You have an amazing mind. You have an amazing brain. But imagine if you partner that up with another amazing mind, another amazing brain. The results of your ideas will be doubled. Okay? So get a mentor. And here's another thing that can help you out in your journey towards personal development. Build a mastermind. Find people who are as passionate as you are, who are as interested in personal development as you are, who also says, ayoko na ng ganito, I want to be better. Kaya ko pang mag-level up. Find people who also says those things and build rapport with them and spend time with them and together unravel the questions that you have inside your mind on how you can become a better person. There's this quote that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with a team. Now, I thought when I heard this quote, okay, so it's an option. I could either go alone or I could either go with a team. If I wanted to go fast, I'll go alone. If I wanted to go far, I'll go with the team. But you know what I realized? The first phrase is basically a warning. It's not an invitation for you to go fast. We are so obsessed in becoming the first one to do this, becoming the fastest person to do this. But life isn't a race. It's a marathon. So we should forget and debunk the idea that we need to be there first, that we need to do this fast. And we need to debunk the idea that we need to do this alone. Dahil we don't. We don't. We want to go far. Bonus na lang if we go there fast. But our goal should be to go far. Farther than your expectations. Because life isn't a race. Hindi po ito papilisan. We are all dealing with our own paces. And so if we can, we should focus on being far or getting far, not going fast. So go with a team. Combine brains and minds, brilliant minds that could help you out. The third habit that I want to share with you. The first one is read books. Second one is get a mentor. Be curious, ask questions. The third one is probably gratitude. Now I know it's kind of a soft skill. It's intangible. But I realized that the law of attraction or attraction marketing only worked for me once I unlocked the habit of gratitude. For a lot of people, lalo na in attraction marketing, they're gonna put in the work in the beginning. They're gonna work hard, 24/7. Tapos, pag nakikita nilang walang result, or isa lang yung result, or 3 lang yung nag-like, 5 lang yung nanood, 10 lang, titigil na sila. You know what they lack? Gratitude. 10 people that watch your videos. That's still enough to fill a room. 20 people, that's a classroom. 50 people, 100 people, that you can fill a whole room with that, a hall with that. 1,000 people watch your videos. You can, I'm not sure with it, but you can rent an arena for that. But you can only achieve growth in anything that you do once you apply gratitude. You will never have more than whatever it is that you're being grateful for. And gratitude has this magic of turning what we have into enough. And that in turn will help us give more confidence to ourselves. Mas may inspire tayo, mas ma-motivate tayo. Stop comparing yourself and actually look at what you have right now. Sino na yung mga taong natulungan mo? Sino na yung mga taong nabentahan mo? Sino na yung mga taong natulungan mo sa buhay nila? And be grateful for them. I know we're achievers here. Lahat tayo dito achievers. But before you get obsessed with the things that you want, make sure that you look at what you have. Are you being grateful for it? Parang ganito yan eh. Pag may bata, binigyan mo ng candy. Tapos sabihin ng bata, ay, okay. Ganun lang. Hindi ka mag-i-incline na bigyan pa siya ng candy, right? Pero pag isang bata, binigyan mo candy, tapos sabihin niya, wow, grabe, thank you so much. Favorite ko to. Thank you so much. I love you. Ikaw, ang gagawin mo is, I want to give that kid more candies. I want to give that kid more. Okay? Why? Because he is grateful. And that's the same with life. And that's the same with business. If you can become grateful for what you have right now, then life will look at you. God will look at you and say, I'll give you more. Because you're grateful. You're not a spoiled brat. I'm giving you this and you're thankful right now. I'll give you more. That's how the law of attraction works. Okay. Now I'm done with personal development. Meron ba tayong natutunan sa personal development? Type heart naman kayo. Heart reacts naman kayo sa Zoom kung meron kayo natutunan. Thank you again. I am also grateful for this opportunity. Yan, Sham, Yam, Shirley. Thank you. Thank you, Mary Ann, Rosalie, Alona. Thank you so much. Wherever you are watching, thank you. I am grateful for you as well. And yeah, again, we will be having questions later on. If you want to learn more, if you have any questions, write them down. We'll try to answer them later. But moving on, okay? Now we built that baseline. We're improving ourselves. We're getting better. I won't feel any more imposter syndrome because I know I'm working on myself and I know I can help people now. I know my worth now. I've been working on myself. I've been reading books. I've been talking to my mentors. I've been attending webinars after webinars. I've been obsessively learning on how I could make better decisions. What's next? The next is you need to put yourself out there. And I am so lucky and I'm so grateful that I am going to share the floor or the screen with Miss Faith Corpus later on because she has been exceptional when it comes to putting yourself out there, from blindly trying out different methods and making them into results. And I'm sure she's very excited to share that with you as well. But before that, let's talk a little bit more about content. Okay? Sabi nga natin, this is the gap. This is the gap for you to provide value sa mundo. You build your brand. And a lot of people might be overwhelmed. Brand, hindi naman ako company, hindi naman ako tao lang ako. Yes, exactly. Here's why I want you to build your brand. Whether you like it or not, in the next few years, everything is going digital. I repeat, whether you like it or not, whether you choose to go with the flow or resist the evolution, few years from now, everything will be going digital. And there has been so much money, wealth, success circulating online that people who resist the change are hindering themselves from that kind of success. They want to stick with what works. If it's work, why fix it, right? I'm not telling that your system is broken, that your mindset is broken. All I'm saying that there is another way for you to add more success in your life. And that's through building your digital assets. If people are going to avail a service or a product, the first thing that they're going to do is do research online. Ano ba yung Instagram nito? Ano ba yung Facebook nito? Aminin nyo, ganun din yung ginagawa nyo. May nakita kayong product, may nakita kayong service. Ano ba yung website nito? Punta ka sa website nito. That's the importance of digital assets. Without you having the digital assets to back you up that you are credible, it will be all useless. If you keep on working hard yourself, but you're not preparing the avenues where people might see that you are good enough, that you are credible enough, then it all gonna be useless. Sayang lang yung isang benta na pwede mong pang magawa dahil hindi nakaayos yung digital assets mo. And I'm saying assets because everything is going digital. Whether you think it's just for vanity, for fame, it's not just that. A lot of businesses are moving digital, and it's very important that we learn how to build our brands. And so what are the different platforms available? First, of course, we have LinkedIn. LinkedIn is such an incredible tool for you to build professional network. Okay, it's like Facebook. It's like Instagram, pero hindi pa pogian ang labanan. Ang labanan, what are the certificates that you have? What are the webinars that you've attended? Where did you graduate? Who do you know? And I realized that in business, in marketing, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So LinkedIn is very important to showcase who you know, who's your network. Build your LinkedIn page. The next one is, of course, YouTube. YouTube is a staple. Everyone providing free content, free high-value content is on YouTube. A simple video on how to eat healthier, how to work out, how to take, what are the supplements to take, how important are vitamins, how important are your products. They just share it on YouTube. And a lot of people are watching that because this is one of the most credible tools that you can use. Okay. Next one is, of course, Facebook. Now, Facebook and Instagram should be a staple tool in your digital assets. Kailangan meron kayo niyan. Kailangan fixed yan. According to your brand, according to what kind of person you want to show on social media, according to your brand, according to your values, kailangan meron po tayong Facebook and Instagram. Mahirap maniwala ang tao kapag wala kang Facebook at wala kang Instagram. So as much as you can, optimize these pages, especially Facebook and Instagram. Okay, I think Faith will share a little bit about this later on. Twitter is a great way to create conversations. However, here in the Philippines, Twitter is such a delicate, platform. I think we're not using it as much as we can use it compared to the States, the UK, England. They are using it to create deep connections, deep conversations. Dito more of a ranting place lang platform, but I still maybe there's a way. I still post my thoughts there. If you can, go ahead, share it, use that as well. WordPress, websites, your blogs. This is where you can show lengthy information about your products, about your service, about yourself, and about your brand. Okay? And lastly, of course, TikTok. When TikTok comes into your mind, I know a lot of people might say, ay, yan ba yung maraming sumasayaw? Ay, yan ba yung maraming nagpapatawa? Ay, yan ba yung maraming memes? No, it's not just that. More and more businesses are using this platform to generate more leads, more sales. More and more people like me and Miss Faith are using this platform to build our own brands. And together, that can help us reach more people with our business that could generate more leads and more sales. And isn't that something that we would all want? Right? So we will be discussing, or Faith will be discussing, how you can use TikTok. And I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. So we're going to call on Miss Faith Corpus for her presentation. Or if meron ka pang i-share about these other brands.
Thank you. Thank you, Alec. Palakpakan naman po natin si Alec. Sobrang galing naman ni Alec. Pakit lang yata ako dito. Alec, thank you. Thank you so much, Alec. Marami na po ba tayong natutunan? Meron pa tayong 2 hours. Yay! We're gonna discuss more about TikTok. Kagabi nag-uusap kami sa group chat. So, a lot of you guys wanna know more about TikTok and paano natin paano ba tayo magbi-business sa TikTok? Paano ba tayo magne-negosyo sa TikTok? Kasi alam nga lang natin sa TikTok, sayaw-sayaw, POV, arte-arte, emote-emote. Pero before that po, sa mga hindi pa po nakakilala sa akin, pakilala po muna ako. I am Faith Corpus, 25 years old from Nueva Ecija, probinsyana po. And I've been doing social media marketing for 4 years na po. 4 years na akong nagbi-business sa social media. And my strength po as a businesswoman is putting my brand, putting my business online. So yun po yung ginagawa ko for 4 years na. And ito yung new thing na discover ko last year. Kasi for 4 years po, I only do Facebook marketing, Instagram marketing, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, until I discovered TikTok. Yun nga, I message Alec. Actually, last May 5 last year, minessage ko si Alec. Nagpaturo ako sa kanya ng TikTok. Nakita ko siya sa isang Facebook group na nagtuturo. Nagtanong ako kung sino yung maisasuggest nilang pwedeng magturo sa akin sa TikTok. Kasi as business owner, kailangan natin sumabay sa trend. Agree po ba tayo doon? Kailangan natin sumabay kung nasan na yung mga tao ngayon. Kung nasan yung mga clients natin, kung nasan yung mga target audience natin. And nakita ko nung time na yun last year. Actually, matagal na tayong pinipilit ni Sir Ian mag-TikTok. 2019 pa yata or 2020 pa. 2021 lang ako nag-take action. So, minessage ko si Alex, sabi kong ganun, Alex, can you help me put my brand online, on TikTok? Tapos minentor niya ako and then doon nagtuloy-tuloy na. I started doing TikTok for my business last May and then grabe yung sales for a month. Alam niyo po, ayan, ito yung sa isang brand for the last 30th whitening. For a month, I stopped Facebook ads, I stopped Instagram ads. So TikTok only lang, tinest ko talaga yung power ng Instagram, power ng TikTok, and ayan yung nagain naming sales in 3 weeks lang pala, in 3 weeks lang. So, and for my Sunday business naman, tinry ko din, no Facebook ads, no Facebook postings, no Instagram postings, no Instagram ads. And ito yung mga nag-gain kong inquiries, sobrang dami nila. Only the power of TikTok and attraction marketing. So, ayan, papakita ko yung mga inquiries. Isang post lang yan, guys, or isang TikTok video, isang story lang, grabe. The power of TikTok marketing. Kaya, masasabi ko talaga na nagta-top 2 na si TikTok sa social media. Top 1 si Facebook, top 2 si TikTok, nagta-top 3 na lang si Instagram. So, guys, huwag tayong magpahuli. Pumasok na tayo sa TikTok kasi wala pang Sunday members sa TikTok. So, napaka-blessed po ng mga umaten ngayon kasi tuturuan namin kayo practically kung paano nyo dadalhin yung business nyo doon. So, yeah. But before anything else, I just want to ask you guys, alam nyo na to as salesperson, as business owners, what is the first thing, ano yung first thing na kailangan natin i-identify pagpapasok tayo sa social media marketing? Yung unang makakasagot, may free sa akin na luster. May free sa akin luster. Ano yung unang, syempre pag may free barley, sabi kong ganun, purga na po tayo sa barley. Ano po ang unang, what is the first thing that you need to define when you are going to do social media marketing? Okay, target market, influence, relationships, branding, your niche. Okay, so etong ituturo ko po sa inyo, step by step po to. 4 basic steps for you to maximize social media. And yung sagot po dyan is actually the step number 1. And ang galing naman ni Ani, ang galing talaga ni Mentor Apple. The first thing that we need to define is to define your target market, your audience. Define who you are trying to attract. Bakit? Kasi paano tayo magka-create ng content kung di natin alam or di natin kilala kung sino yung kinakausap natin. So for you to know how are you going to create contents, Alam niyo po kaya ako naging successful or kaya ako nag-grow sa TikTok kasi kilala ko kung sino yung kinakausap ko sa TikTok. Kung sino yung mga tinatry kong kausapin sa TikTok. Yung mga tinatry kong kausapin kasi sa TikTok, sila or sa social media, kahit sa ang social media platforms ko, yung mga gustong magsimula pero natatakot or yung mga demotivated. So ang kilala ko as Miss Faith na nag-empower on TikTok and social media. So yun yung kinakausap ko, yun yung mga kinakausap ko. Kaya marami nagme-message sa akin na, Miss Faith, I finally started my business journey. I finally took a step para sa career growth ko na to. So nakakatuwa kasi pag alam po natin kung sino yung kinakausap natin, madali sa atin mag-create ng content at madali sa atin pumasok sa social media marketing. So how are you going to find them? You need to answer these questions. So as I discuss po, please answer these questions para alam na natin mamaya kung paano ba tayo gagawa ng content or paano tayo papasok ng social media. Of course, who are your ideal customers? In retail, sa atin, meron tayong retail, meron tayong distributorships, meron din tayong pwedeng offer yung service-based offer natin. So for retail, let's say for retail. Example, next slide please. For example, for retail, i-classify ba natin ano ba yung mga target market natin? Mga nasa class A ba siya, class B ba siya, class D, mga millennials, mga young professionals. How about sa distributors? Sino ba yung mga target client natin na gusto natin i-attract? Mga unemployed ba? Or mga young moms? Ako po sa distributorship, ang atake ko ngayon, ang ina-attract ko, yung mga sanay na sa distributorship talaga. Yung mga sanay nang mag-resell, sanay nang mag-city distributor sa ibang brands, sanay nang mag-provincial distributor sa ibang brands. Kasi weakness kong mag-mindset, pero strength kong mag-empower. So, hindi ko na-drain yung energy ko kapag yung super negative pa siya sa business. Ganyan. So, ang target market ko, yung open na talaga for distributorship. And true enough, nagiging effective. Kaya nakikita niyo po kanina yung mga inquiries sa akin. Nakita ko po yung post sa TikTok na naghahanap kayo for distributorship. So, yun na-attract ko. Hindi na ako nagme-message na less na yung time ko mag-message sa mga tao na nag-o-offer ng ganito, tapos negative sila sa business. Na-attract ko na yung mga yung mga tamang tao na pwede kong masama sa team ko. And for the service-based entrepreneurs, pero just in case may mga freelancers dito, pwede nyo pong tanongin sa sarili nyo, ano ba yung target client nyo? Mga aspiring coaches ba yan? Mga social media managers ba yan? Mga product-based entrepreneurs ba yan? And for you to really identify your target market, you need to define your customer avatar. So pag na-define mo na sila, i-define mo pa even more. Ilang taon sila? Pasok ba sila sa age ganito, age 25 to early 30s? Define your customer avatar. Ano yung mga gusto nila? Ano yung mga interests nila? Okay, yung sa akin po, sa personal testimony ko, gustong-gusto nila pag nakikita nila yung journey. Kaya lagi kong pinapakita yung process, yung journey. Gusto rin, tanungin mo din, interest ba nila skincare, photography, traveling, or business talaga, online business, digital marketing, yun ba yung interest nila? And of course, you need to define their frustrations. Ano ba yung mga insecurities nila? Ito yung naging strength namin sa isang brand, which is sa Luster, yung teeth whitening. Dito namin sila inatake sa insecurities nila. And the way ko din binenta yung Soleil, ganito ko rin siya inatake sa insecurities kasi marami insecure sa skin, ganyan. So nakakabenta dahil sa pag-atake, nalaman ko kung frustrations nila. So, sabi nga ni Ali kanina, people buy because of their emotions na, hindi na dahil maganda yung product, ganyan. Bibili nila kasi makakatulong sa kanila. Tapos nakarelate sila sa content mo. And lastly, how do they talk? Very youthful ba sila? Very young mom? Very young dad ba sila? Alamin natin yung vibe nila. Okay, so get to know more the people you are trying to attract inside out. Para po mas madali sa atin gumawa ng content. Okay, so that's your step number 1 in order for you to enter social media marketing and maximize it. And then, for the step number 2, Dito pa lang papasok yung sagot nyo na define your niche. Okay? People will follow you dahil meron po silang exact idea kung ano ba yung kaya mong i-offer. Pag sinabi bang Jordan Duran, ano ba yung ino-offer ni Jordan Duran? Like, who is your product? Make sure po yung offer natin is very clear and very narrowed. Alam na, malinaw sa tao kung ano yung ino-offer natin. For example, you are a service-based entrepreneurs. Let's say you are a fitness coach. Okay, you are a fitness coach. Sasabihin mo, ang niche mo ay nasa fitness coach. Hindi po, ang fitness coach ay industry yon. So, to narrow it down even more, like you are a coach of, coach ka ng mga ng mga stay-at-home moms. Or kaya coach ka ng women, tapos try mo pang i-narrow down ng 3 times. Coach ka ng women who wants to lose weight. Kasi merong mga women na ayaw naman nilang mag-lose ng weight pero gusto lang nilang mag-maintain ng proper diet or ng katawan nila. Ayan, so try to narrow it down even more ng 3 times. Pero mafi-figure out nyo lang yan along the way eh. Try muna kayo kung san yung strength nyo as content creator, san yung strength nyo as social media marketer. Kasi bakit nyo kailangan guys mag-niche down? Kasi remember, the broader your content, okay, the harder for you to find your audience. Pag mas malawak po yung content nyo, pag mas malawak yung ino-offer nyo, kung halo-halo na very general ka as a person or as a social media marketer, mahihirapan kang i-target kung sino talaga yung kinakausap mo. Kasi wala kang pagkakakilanlan. So the more specific, mas madali ang audience mo. Mas madali mo silang ma-build. Especially guys, when you are starting from scratch. Mahirap na hindi mo alam kung ano yung gusto mong i-focus, kung anong topic yung gusto mo. Diba nga, like ko itong sinasabi kahit nung sa last talk ko, 2 years ago yata, sa hospital, ang mas kumikita talaga yung mga specialista rather than the general doctors. Kaya mas mahal yung bayad ng mga specialista. Kaya, try to narrow your niche down even more. So your niche should solve problems guys by giving a solution to specific someone. So kanina dinefine natin yung target audience natin. So sila yung mga specific someone nyo. So ngayon yung niche natin, yun yung specific solution for the problem of that specific someone. Kaya need po natin talaga mag-niche down. Your niche should solve problems by giving a solution to specific someone. So that's your step number 1. Ang bilis ko magsalita. Okay, so our step number 1 is what? Our step number 1 is defining your target market, and then our step number 2 is defining your niche. And then our step number 3 would be build your brand voice. This is very, very important in attraction marketing and social media marketing. This is very crucial po and very important. You need to set up 2. Dalawa lang po isa-set up nyo. Number 1 is your brand Bible. And number 2 is your TikTok profile. Yay! TikTok na! Rinitin natin. TikTok na. Your brand Bible and your TikTok profile. Dito sa brand Bible, ituturo ko generally para pwede nyo rin i-apply sa other social media platforms. Tapos mamaya, specifically for TikTok. Why do you need to build your brand voice? Bakit kailangan pa ba to? Kaartihan lang ba to or what? Your brand kasi guys is a person too. Kung paano kayo nakikita physically on social media, yun yung napoportray yung message sa tao. Your branding is like a personality. Okay? So, anong personality ba ang gusto nyong isigaw sa mundo? Anong personality ng brand mo, yung gusto nyong ibigay sa mundo? How do you want people to perceive your brand? So, okay, let's go. Let's go to brand Bible. Basically, it's the physical appearance lang, guys. You need to define your brand colors. Sa atin, very green tayo, pero pwede ka rin mag-customize ng sarili mong brand Bible. So, your brand colors, yung primary colors mo or secondary colors mo, exact hex code po para hindi magulo. Of course, your brand font style, kasi nakikita ko rin yung ibang nagko-content sa Instagram, nagkakaroon sila ng nagpo-post sila ng graphics para hindi po magulo yung social media accounts nyo. You need to have your brand Bible. You need to define your brand color, your brand style, brand font style para malinaw, tsaka maayos, malamig sa mata, hindi magulo. Kasi dapat maging ang goal kung bakit kailangan natin ng brand Bible ay maging tambayable yung social media accounts nyo. Dapat maging tambayable yung social media accounts to the point na yayariin nila, i-stock kanila kasi ang ganda ng social media account mo. Okay, you need to define other elements like kung mahilig ka ba sa stars, ganyan, heart, other social media assets. Pero since TikTok is TikTok, hindi naman siya masyadong mag-graphics. Pero pwede niyo siyang ma-apply sa other social media mo. Pero magagamit niyo si Brand Bible sa captions and thumbnail yung mamaya sa TikTok. Ituturo ko yan. Now, let's go to your TikTok setup. Let's go! Ito po yung nakatulong sa amin ni Alec. Hindi nag-testimony si Alec kanina ha. Alec, from before you entered TikTok, ilan yung followers mo sa podcast?
Before I entered TikTok, the podcasts were gaining 50 listens.
50 listens.
50 listens per month.
Per month?
So may 50 tao na nakikinig ng podcast ko per month. That was like 10 episodes in. So every month, I was doing a good amount of 50 listeners per month. And then when I started TikTok, it blew up to, I think the first spike was 500 listeners. And then naging 5,000. Tapos ngayon, sobrang taas na.
Diba, guys? Power of TikTok, guys. Power of social media. Kasi before, pumasok ka sa TikTok dahil gusto mong i-plug din naman yung podcast mo. Tama. Yung mga lahat ng businesses mo. And imagine, guys, imagine from 50 listeners to millions listeners just by using TikTok. Okay lang ba i-maximize din natin as business owner? As Santi business owner yung TikTok? Are you willing? Ay, ayaw nyo. Gusto pala. Sorry, hindi ko kayo nakikita pala. Gusto pala. Okay, so sige, let's set up your TikTok properly. Meron na rin ako mga iba. Sobrang konti lang, sobrang minimal lang nang nagma-maximize ng TikTok. Pero, sabi ko nga po nung I restarted my Santi business again, tapos nilagay ko siya on TikTok. Patunay dito sila Mentor Dom, sila Mentor Jordan kung paano ko siya na-maximize. I get it po na sobrang galing na natin mag-ads, sobrang galing na natin sa Facebook, pero meron pang other platform na hindi tayo gagastos. Organically, makakapag-tap tayo ng mga ideal clients na talaga, which is TikTok. So let's set up your TikTok account. Let's go to username. The first thing that you need to set up is your username. Okay, so wait, before I discuss everything about TikTok, kung meron po kayong TikTok account, tapos matagal na siyang gawa, tapos hindi siya walang nag-viral na video, you need to create another TikTok account. Kasi si TikTok, na-try ko po yan last year. Tinatry ko mag-create ng content from my previous TikTok account. Hindi siya talaga pinapansin ni TikTok, hindi siya dinadala sa algorithm kasi yung TikTok na yun, yung TikTok account na yun, nakita ni TikTok na for viewer lang siya. Hindi siya intended to create content. So dapat first video nyo pa lang, pagka-create mo ng TikTok account, first video pa lang, makita na ni TikTok na intended yun to create content. Okay, so pag matagal na siyang created, gawa na lang ng bago. Hindi naman mahirap gumawa ng bago. Okay, so username. It's your business name, guys. You need to maximize it. Pero ang tip ko lang dito, simple lang naman. Just don't put numbers na. Kasi sa TikTok, kapag pag spam account ka, may mga numbers. User 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, ganon. So, ang suggestion ko, kung yung name mo, Jordan Duran na lang. Wag mo na Jordan Duran 04. Wag na yung ganun kasi medyo hindi siya nakaka-professional. So your username must be similar to to all your social media usernames. Kung ano po yung username nyo sa Instagram, yun na rin sana yung username nyo sa Facebook page and sa YouTube nyo or Twitter para madali kayong hanapin ng tao. Kasi for sure, pag nakita nila kayo sa TikTok, i-stalk nila kayo sa Facebook, sa Instagram. So might as well, dapat same na siya with your other social media accounts. Okay. So let's go to your profile picture. Like po itong tinuturo, your product or your service offer. Kaya ako siya in example kasi yung profile picture, dapat nakikita na ano yung offer mo. Dapat nakikita na kung ano yung offer mo. So for example, that's for teeth whitening. Ang offer, halata na sa profile picture ay nag-offer ng teeth whitening. Remember, it's the first impression, guys. Pati yung profile picture ko, meron ba tayong picture ng personal profile picture? Alec, next slide. Ayan. Ayan yung mga profile picture namin. Very, very professional. Tapos guys, wag kayong paiba-iba ng profile picture. Kung saan na kayo nakilala or kung saan na kayo nag-boom, yun na yung i-retain nyo. Kasi yung minsan, yung ibang tao, naalala lang nila yung profile picture, tapos yung background mo, hindi nila naalala yung name mo. So pag nag-iba ka ng profile picture, medyo nahirapan na silang hanapin ka. Okay, so your profile picture, remember, it's the first impressions, you need to maximize it. Kung sa papasok po tayo, tapos i-example natin yung Sante, then they don't care about the logo. Hindi po, I don't suggest na ilagay po natin yung logo ng brand natin or yung logo ng business natin. Kasi ang pwede lang gumawa nun ay kung yung corporate account natin, si Santi mismo gagawa ng TikTok account. Pero ikaw, as a business owner, ilagay niyo po yung mukha nyo, mas credible. Ilagay niyo po yung itsura nyo. ilagay niyo po yung itsura nyo. Unless kilalang kilala na yung brand or kilalang kilala na yung kilalang kilala naman na si Sante. Pero ang gagawin niya natin sa TikTok, mag-a-attract tayo ng mga ideal clients. So, mas maganda mukha po natin ipakita natin. Now, let's go to name. Ayan, dyan muna, Alec. Sa name. Ayan. Sorry, si Alec, pinagkiklik ko ng slides. Sa username kasi, guys, yun yung it's your brand name. Sa name, pwede mong lagyan ng product offer mo. Okay, so for example, ako as Miss Faith sa TikTok, nilagyan ko ng empowerment. And then si Alec, self-help pa ba? Self-help yung nakalagay. Kasi ang mga contents niya all about self-help, ganyan. Tapos nakita ko din si Ate Apple, si Mentor Apple, na parang, ate yung nakalagay doon, parang growth, ganyan. So, yun yung nakalagay sa name niya. I-maximize po natin yun. I-maximize natin yung name kasi yun yung nakikita sa comment section. Pag nag-comment kayo, nagpapansin kayo sa mga viral videos na nag-comment kayo, yun yung makikita. So, for example, si Miss Faith nag-comment sa isang video, tapos nakita nila yung profile ko, Miss Faith, tapos empowerment. Oh, meron siyang ino-offer, meron siyang topic, nag-empower siya. Puntahan nyo nga yung profile nito. So, pwede din natin nilagay. For example, yung mga nandito. Malinaw, tapos may hati na ganon. Business coach. Something like that. I-maximize po natin yon. So, it's important nakikita po kasi ng tao yon to the point na they need to be very curious about your contents na pupuntahan nila. So, yun po, i-maximize natin yan. I think 30 characters lang kasi yan. So, i-maximize natin. Next is your bio. Paano nyo mama-maximize yung bio? Okay. It's a one-liner that explains the value you provide. It's your niche statement. Kaya sabi ko po sa inyo, you need to define your niche kasi it's a one-liner, guys, that explains your value. Ilalagay natin siya sa bio. meron tayong two ways kung paano tayo makakapag-lagay ng bio. Number one is the solution, pain points, result template. Like, sisimulan mo siya sa I help or we provide, we offer an online business that, mga ganon. We offer, we provide, I help, ganyan. Kasi yung mga tao, once na nakita nila na meron kang ino-offer sa bio pa lang, i-stock ka nila na i-stock. I remember, I tried it nung nakalagay sa bio ko pa lang. I offer, nung ni-restart ko yung Sunday business ko, sabi kong ganun, I offer online marketing that, ano na yung nakalagay sa bio ko? Parang sinasabi ko na pwede mo siyang gawin at home lang, ganyan, and hindi siya nagre-require ng malaking capital, ganun. Tapos may nag-message sa akin sa Instagram, mga 5 sila. Sabi nilang, nakita ko po kasi sa bio nyo na meron kayong ino-offer na online business na pwedeng gawin sa bahay lang, ganun. So, i-maximize po natin yung bio natin. And the second template, meron tayong credibility builder template. Lalo kapag ang ilalagay natin sa TikTok ay yung products lang. More on magdi-discuss tayo about the products. Mahalaga to yung credibility builder. For example, yung sa nilagay namin, next slide po. Yung nilagay namin dun sa last, credibility building bio siya, FDA approved, ganyan, blah, blah. Kasi very dangerous, very dangerous. Sobrang dami nagtatanong kung safe ba sa ganito, ganyan, blah, blah. Sa Sunday business natin, pwede din natin ilagay na FDA approved, CE approved, lahat ng certifications natin. Pwede natin ilagay as a credibility builder on our bio. It's basically your certifications. Mataas kasi yung trust issues ng mga Pinoy ngayon. Mataas yung trust issue ng mga Pinoy. So pwede nating i-maximize yung bio natin to explain na we are approved, we are certified by Gento, BioGrow. So, yeah. Don't forget to put a call to action ha. For example, may next slide ba tayo? No, wala pala. Call to action, ayan. Do not forget to put the call to action. For example, be a distributor now, tapos may link sa baba. Sa TikTok naman, bibigyan kayo ng button na pwedeng maglagay ng website. So, pwede nyo ilagay din yung Google Sheet nyo or yung website natin sa Sante. Be a distributor now. Maraming mga tao na hindi directly magme-message sa'yo, pero titingnan na nila yung website na naka-link sa bio mo. So, i-maximize din po natin yan. Learning so far. Yes. So nasa bio pa lang po tayo. Meron pa tayong creating contents. Okay lang po ba? Okay pa ba tayo? Okay pa. Ayan. Next, we have the thumbnail. Ayan. Like this, guys. It's basically the hook. Huwag nyo to pong kakalimutan, the hook. Pag napunta kasi kayo, pag once na isang video nyo lang yung nag-viral sa TikTok, pupunta na yan sa account mo. Tapos, i-stock ka na niya yan. At pagpunta nila sa profile mo, tapos wala kang thumbnail, sobrang daming videos na hindi nila alam kung para saan yung video na yon. Kasi tamad ang mga Pinoy, hindi yan mag-scroll na ganyan. Pero pag nakita nila na, may topic na ganyan, meron diniscuss na ganito. Do not ever forget to put a thumbnail. Okay po ba doon? Lahat po na i-discuss natin, gawan natin ng one-liner lang, three words lang na mahuhook sila. 1 to 3 words na mahuhook sila. Okay? Kasi pag walang thumbnail, sayang po yung ibang videos nyo. Hindi nila i-scroll yung video nyo hanggang ilalim. Pero pag may thumbnail, tapos nakita nila, ito pala yung topic, pipindutin ko tong video na to, papanoorin ko to. It serves as the clickbait. So it's very important. And it...
Hi, Faith.
Hi po.
Oo, yung sa thumbnail lang huwag nyo lang iiwan yung thumbnail doon all throughout your content. Kasi minsan merong... yung thumbnail lang nakikita, nasa likod sila yung content nasa likod. So yung thumbnail sa harapan lang po ha. Huwag nyo po iiwan the whole time na nandun.
Nasa likod na.
Reminder lang.
Yes. And it must be aligned to your brand Bible. Kung ang color mo ay very green, your thumbnail must be very green din. So, isang color lang, wag magulo. Maraming options na ibibigay si TikTok kung paano ka mag-create ng thumbnail. Explore mo na lang kung ano yung, ako ganyan, very brown, very neutral color, earth color. So, ganyan yung thumbnail na nilagay ko. And, yeah, that's how you set up your TikTok profile. Do you have any question muna before tayo magpunta sa content creation mismo? Ito yung last topic namin ni Alec, defining and creating contents. So now you know your target audience na, you define your niche na, you set up your social media accounts, your TikTok specifically, and now it's time for you to create content. Okay, so after your slide natin, Alec. It's time for you.
Wait lang. Nag-close wait lang.
By the way, bonus content to yung binibigay ni Faith, yung TikTok.
Yes, TikTok masterclass talaga to. Dapat
So,
gabi parang...
Huwag ka maniningil, Faith, ng extra. Kasi TikTok content creation na yan. Thank you, guys.
Wait, I can't. Sorry, hindi. Wait lang. Hindi ko siya makita. Wait lang.
It's okay.
Pwede ba ikaw mag-share na lang?
Okay, wait. Wait lang guys, hold on.
Sige, habang kinukuha ni Faith, may question si Apple. Kung kailangan ba burahin yung old account ko if I want to make another account viral, or can I just keep the account? Parang personal use na lang.
Nag-aano ba siya, Mentor Apple, may time ba na nag 1K up views? Ang dami palang comments, hindi ko lang nakikita.
May laban pa yung account, Apple? Iyan mo lang.
Ay, may laban pa yon, mentor. Ano lang siya. Turuan ko kayo mamaya. Wait lang, Alec.
Sige, habang hinahanap ni Faith, hanap tayo ng questions. Do you have any questions, guys? Throw it in sa ating comment section. Yan, yung nakita ko yung kay Apple. Is it necessary to delete the old account if you want to have a new account go viral? Pwede din po ba mag-share ng TikTok account here, Miss Faith, para mag-follow back din po tayo?
Of course!
Baka matabunan lang, no? Ano na lang. Pwede siguro sa mga Facebooks nyo or i-messenger nyo na lang yung mga TikTok accounts nyo.
I-screenshot na sa group chat.
Pwede rin naman kung gusto niyo maglapag dito ng mga account, sige. Let's allow that.
Lapag na.
Lapag na ng account. One more question. You can use Gmail po para makakreate ng new one. If di mo po gusto, i-delete ang old one. From, who's that? Phoebe?
Yes po, pwede naman po kahit anong email account.
Kathleen Texon. Pwede
Wait
po
lang,
ba
Alex.
dual account sa TikTok? Yung switch account lang po like sa IG?
Yes po, ako I use dual account. Here.
O follow nyo na si Feby Shin Enerva. Fabulous Collection. Ayan. What are you selling? Feby?
Sunday. Kakapayin lang yan.
Okay. Business partner yata ni Faith. Okay, kita na namin, Faith.
Wait lang po. Okay, so open ko lang yung chat. Nakikita niyo na po yung slide?
Yes, step number 4.
Step number 4, Alec. Dito na kami magdi-discuss more ni Alec. Paano ba tayo magka-create ng content? Okay, so sinasabi ko nga sa inyo kanina, na-define na natin yung audience natin. Ngayon, paano naman natin sila kakausapin? Ito guys, medyo sasabihin ko lang sa inyo na in order for your TikTok account to grow, you need at first 4 to 6 contents. Ang hirap. Alam ko po, magrereklamo tayong lahat.
Per day ba yan? Ano, Faith? Per
Per
day?
day.
Oh.
Per day. At sabi naman, marami magre-react eh. Pero guys, we'll give you tips. Kasi nung gumagawa ako ng TikTok, nung gino-grow ko siya, ang sipag ko talagang gumawa ng like 4 to 5 and 10. So, kaya sobrang bilis. In a month, I hit 100,000 followers. Exactly talaga. Exactly 1 month talaga ako nag 100K followers. Kasi 4 to 6 contents ako per day. Pero alam ko pong overwhelming siya. Nakakaubos naman yan ng content. Paano ako mag-iisip everyday? Paano ako? Ayun na lang asikasuhin ko, hindi na ako magre-register ng mga pay-ins. Hindi po ganon. Mas magiging madali. Mas magiging madali ang paggawa natin ng content, pag-uunahin natin yung mga customers natin. Meron na tayong data, guys. Sobrang tagal na ni Santi. Alam na natin yung mga FAQs, alam na natin yung mga dapat i-content, yung mga kino-content nyo sa Facebook, ilagay nyo lang sa TikTok. Kailangan natin galingan dito kasi content will always be the king. Okay? Pero consistency will always be the queen. So we need to provide and produce quality content, yet we need to be consistent talaga, like everyday content talaga. Nung nag-stop ako gumawa ng content, kasi nagkaroon ako ng problem personally, so hindi ako makapag-create ng content, bumagal din talaga yung TikTok ko. So consistency will always be the queen. So kailangan nating malaman, kailangan nyo ma-identify what do you want your brand to be known for. Bakit sila pupunta sa inyo? Okay? Content creation becomes 10 times easier when you put your audience first. I understand po na sa una, wala pa tayong data, wala pa tayong comments, ganyan. Pero sa mga nakapagsimula na pong mag-create ng content, for sure meron na yung mga comments, meron na yung mga dun sa TikTok may Q&A din na tab. I-maximize po natin para hindi tayo maubusan ng content. Alam niyo po ako, minsan, wala na akong ma-content talaga. Punta ako sa comment section, Miss Faith, ano kaya yung ganito? Mag-shoot na ako na, okay, content na yon. So, unahin po natin yung audience natin. Meron kami mga resources na pwedeng ibigay sa inyo para makapag-create kayo ng more contents. Baka kasi galing lang yan sa utak natin, mauubusan po talaga tayo. So, meron tayong keywords everywhere. Website extender siya. So, pag sinerge nyo po, supplements or health and wellness, lalabas sa gilid yung mga frequently asked questions ng mga tao about supplements. Mga frequently asked questions ng mga tao about health and wellness. So, lalabas dyan. Pwede nyo gawa ng content yan. Answer the public. Meron din po yan. Sobrang dami yan sa Answer the Public pag nilagay nyo. Udemy reviews, ganyan. Pwede rin po kayong mag-explore sa Quora, mga course, website and applications. Meron din sa Pinterest and blogs. Minsan nagpupunta ako sa Pinterest kapag gusto ko lang makikita ng empowering quotes or empowering topics. Kanya punta akong Pinterest and blogs. Tapos yun, i-tweak ko na lang para magkaroon ako ng content. So, meron din tayong, of course, your own analytics. Sa mga second week to third week nyo na pag-create ng consistently ng content na yan, magkakaroon na yan ng maraming content, ng maraming comments. Engage na lang po tayo doon. Okay, so eto naman yung mga methods kung paano tayo mag-create ng content. Kasi mauubusan din tayo pag lagi lang tayo nagsasalita, pag lagi tayong sumasayaw, nakakaubos na siya talaga. So pwede nyo gawin, pwede po kayong pumasok sa entertainment. Pwede po kayong mag-entertain, like sasabay kayo sa trend ni TikTok. Ganito yung usual na ginagawa namin ni Alec since binigay niyang tip sa akin to. For example, may isang trending na video. As in talagang lahat gumagawa ng gantong sayaw, gano'n. Pero ako, gagamitin ko yung sound, tapos lalagyan ko gagawin ko siyang pasok sa niche ko, pasok sa personality ko. Ganyan. Like meron nag-trend nun na life goes on and on and on and on. Parang trend sa TikTok. Sila, nagpapakit sila doon. Yun yung trending nun. Nagpapakit sila gamit yung music nun. Pero ako, since ang niche ko ay empowerment. So, nilagyan ko ng text na kahit anong na-experience mo sa buhay, kahit super problemado ka, super depressed ka or stressed ka, ganyan. Life goes on and on and on and on. So, nag-trending siya. Kasi hindi siya usual or hindi siya, pero hindi yun usual na nagsasalita ako. Pumasok ako sa method ng to entertain. Paru-paro, G. Yan, gagawin din natin yan. Sasagutin po namin question na tapusin ko lang to, malapit na to, and then we'll answer questions na. To inform, of course, lalo tayo as business owner. Ginawa ko to last time kasi sobrang daming nagko-content about networking ngayon sa TikTok. Binabash ang networking ngayon. So, ang ginawa ko, nag-inform ako na yes, may mga networking talaga na scam before, tas may mga unethical networkers, pero hindi lahat ng companies, ganyan, blah, blah, ganun. So, pwede rin tayo mag-inform lalo as business owners and Sante, lalo pag nag-offer tayo ng Sante product. And next, we have to educate. Most likely, same with to inform and to motivate, which is yun yung must ngayon. I suggest, mas pumasok tayong to motivate kasi dyan kami din nag-grow ni Ale. It's about giving value muna at first bago nila tayo i-follow. Meron silang reason, na-inspire sila sa atin, na-motivate sila sa atin. Lalo kasi yun naman talaga din yung kumbaga strength ng mga Sante business owners to motivate and to empower. So, gamitin po natin yan. Yung mga natututunan natin dito, pwede natin. Yung mga na-screenshot natin ng mga slides ni Alec kanina, gawin na nating TikTok contents yan. Ako, nag-screenshot na ako, may content na ako mamaya. So, yeah, content creation. Content ideas, magbibigay lang kami ng content ideas, pero i-run through lang namin, tapos magsasagot namin ng questions. For educational content, you can do how-tos, screenshot nyo na lang po to, you can do how-tos, gustong-gusto ng mga tao yan, you can do pros and cons, mga benefits, problems and solutions, mga myths. Sa community building naman, you can do relatable statements, mga inspiring stories and quotes. Ako madalas ako dyan, yung stories. Yun yung lagi nag-viral. Mga gusto nila, mga chismos, mga marites, yung mga Pinoy kasi, kaya gustong-gusto nila, nakaka-relate sila sa buhay ng isang tao. Lalo ngayon guys, sobrang entitled na ng mga followers. Nagde-demand na sila ng story from you. So, mag-viral kapag nag-share ka ng inspiring stories. So, invite people to join your group. Kung meron po kayong Facebook group or our group, of course. Testimony, sobrang nag-viral yung mga yan. Mga loyalty programs, mga customer reviews, and we have for the company-based contents, mga behind the scenes, kung paano po kayo nagpapack ng barley, kung paano nyo siya pine-prepare, kung may mga mentors dito na ang dami ng employees, kung paano nyo tinitreat yung employees nyo, yung inventory nyo. Ayan, yung mga ginagawa natin sa Facebook na inventory nyo, lagay nyo po yan sa TikTok. Yung company history, community involvement, awards, sobrang dami natin yan. And newspaper. We have the promotional contents din, mga promos, yung mga FAQs, mga bundles, giveaways, everything. And for the content, other content ideas, your wins, share your struggles, share your favorites, favorite book, favorite public speaker, favorite network marketer, mga POVs to entertain. Ayan, lagyan nyo na lang ng creative contents. Mga dialogues, a day in my life, mga how-tos, mga tips, mga tricks, mga hacks, mga story time, and product review. So, that's our tips. Alec, do you want to add some?
Yes. Actually, ilang minutes na lang ang remaining natin, Sir Ian? More or less.
More than 10 minutes.
Mga 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Okay, because I really want to talk all about TikTok kasi feeling ko ang daming taong parang natatakot dahil masyadong technical, masyadong ganyan. But I want to give an overview. So mabilisan, this is actually a part of our TikTok masterclass na ginawa namin ni Faith where it's a seminar that we did before and we helped a lot of social media marketers to use this. So I'm gonna share this for you guys. Don't worry, wala nang extra bayad, pero just pay attention kasi mabilisan ko lang din i-discuss to. So, pag-usapan natin yung TikTok home screen controls, right? So, the first one na makita nyo pagpasok ng TikTok is the home screen. Diyan po lalabas, parang yan yung newsfeed nyo sa Facebook, sa Instagram. Diyan lalabas lahat ng content, okay? So, sa taas, meron tayong following, saka For You page. For You page, lahat po ng nagte-trending saka nagba-viral na videos, doon mo makikita. Following, pag kinlik mo yon, doon mo makikita lahat ng videos ng mga fina-follow mo lang. Okay? So sa home button, may dalawa yan. For You page or following. Ang goal po natin is makapunta yung mga videos natin sa For You page. Right? So, again, we have the likes, the comments, the shares here, right here, and the music below. The next would be discover. Search mo lang hashtags, trends, music, videos na nag-viral, username, tao, pwede mong i-search dyan. Next would be your notifications. Lahat ng activity mo nandyan. Likes, comments, questions, and your direct messages din dito makikita niyan. And of course, your profile, which na-discuss kanina ni Faith earlier. So, ano-ano ba yung mga pwede natin gawin pagdating sa TikTok? First of all, TikTok is an amazing platform because you can record, edit, and upload using TikTok lang. Di mo na kailangan ng iba pang app. TikTok lang sapat na. Okay? So what you can do is you can click record, open your front camera. Guys, when you're trying to create your own video, here's my number one tip for you. Lighting is the best. Lighting is your best friend. In fact, your window that has natural sunlight is your best friend. Pagdating sa content creation, lighting po talaga. Kasi visual tayo pagdating sa content creation, except for you're doing podcasts. So, here's a video that I did before. It was one of my earlier videos. Ayan. Okay. So, that was one of my videos. That one was one of the early videos na nag-viral din. And I want to talk about ano ba yung pwede natin makita dito sa viral video na to. Okay. So, ang una natin makita is yung text. Right? Your text sa taas, ano ba yung tinuturo mo? Ano yung sinishare mo? And kung yung ibang tao dito nag-iisip, paano ko ba magagawa yun na hindi ko ibebenta yung product pero parang ibebenta ko siya? Parang kanina, yun yung tanong na umisip ko, parang ang hirap nga, no? Mag-start ng attraction marketing kung nasanay ka na pinapakita mo yung product, pinapakita mo yung service. Paano mo bebenta yun nang hindi mo ginagawa yun? Dito mo siya magagawa. By providing educational and high-value content that people can consume and that helps them build your relationship with them. You don't need to sell at first. Okay? There are subtle ways that you can attract people into selling your product and selling your service. How you can do that is by captions, by your comments, and by your bio. Okay? But in TikTok, a hard sell will not go viral. So what you need to do is to think of a way to share something with them that is very helpful. So for example, you're selling vitamins, right? Here are 3 reasons, Oscar, here are 3 reasons why you need to take vitamins. First of all, it helps you with ganto. Second of all, it reduces anxiety, it reduces stress. Third of all, it's relatively cheap, right? So pag na-share mo na yung value na yon, now you can say, if you want to learn more, check in my bio. That's how you do it. Okay? You don't need to sell the product. You just need to subtly mention it at the end, in your captions, in the comment sections, or in your bio. Eventually, the right customers will find you. But in TikTok, here's the number 1 rule: do not try to sell. Do not try to hard sell because it will not work. Kahit nga yung mga ads na nakikipag-work sa akin, inaaway ko na rin sila kasi nga hindi gumagana yung ginagawa nyo. Ang gumagana is I create my own content and then I will subtly mention you and then they will check you out. That's how you can use this for your product and for your service. Okay? So, una natin makikita na pwede nyo gawin is maglagay ng text. Sa TikTok, pwede nyo na gawin lahat yon. Sa text, ito yung magsisilbing hook. Ito yung magsisilbing title. Ito yung magsisilbing, okay, may expectation na ako kung ano yung sasabihin niya. Kasi nakalagay na sa text. Okay? Next, makikita natin is ikaw, of course. We need that to create that emotional connection, that emotional bond. And then, you should be showing your face. You should be talking as well. Next is the caption. Now, I'm in my early stages here and I thought hashtags were very relevant. Guys, pagdating sa hashtags, all you need are 3 relevant hashtags that are relevant to your niche. 3 relevant hashtags that are aligned with your niche. And if you think of a niche na aligned ka doon, for example, hashtag business. Pag tinatype mo yun sa caption mo, may iba't ibang caption, may iba't ibang hashtag na lumalabas. Yun na yung gamitin mo. 3 doon, pumili ka na doon. Okay? You only need 3 to 4 hashtags, sapat na yon. And please do not use hashtag FYP, hashtag For You page, hindi po gumagana yon. I've been working with a lot of TikTok officers, you might say that, and they told me na it's all hoax, hindi totoo. Please use relevant hashtags. Last one is kung gusto nyong mag-viral, ang pinaka-best friend nyo ay yung music. Music is your best friend because the music is what the trends are about. So punta lang kayo sa FYP nyo, lahat na makikita nyong music doon, kahit di nyo alam kung paano nyo gamitin, i-add nyo sa favorites nyo, i-save nyo siya para later on you can use them sa videos nyo. Music is your best friend. This is what helps you jump from one trend to another trend. Okay? Malinaw po ba yun?
You done, Alec?
Sige. Yeah.
No, for the FYP, nabasa ko sa isang article kasi pag naglagay ka ng hashtag na FYP, considered as spam account ka. So, don't ever use hashtag FYP na. So, yun. Ay, tapos ka na ba, Alec?
Yes. Gusto ko pa sana mag-discuss pero wala na tayong oras. Kaya let's... next time na. Anyway, guys.
Thank you
I'm also gonna...
sige.
Sige, go.
Okay. So another tip, guys, is you spend your time on TikTok FYP, please, para makita nyo kung ano yung trending na mga posts, trending na videos, trending na sayaw. Tapos i-tweak nyo to the point na, i-tweak nyo siya na magiging branding and magiging niche nyo. And ilagay ba natin kanina, Alec, yung another tip ay maglagay kayo lagi ng caption pag magsasalita kayo. Pag nag-speak kayo or may sinasabi kayo, kasi maraming nanonood ng TikTok, nasa bus, naka-headset, hindi naka-headset, ganyan. So, dapat meron po tayong caption lagi pag nagsasalita.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just finish my short presentation. Saglit na lang bago ako magsagot ng mga questions. So, okay, let's talk about how to build an attractive content. So, lahat ng content na napapanood nyo po, na nag-stay kayo hanggang dulo, may tatlong parts yan. The first one is the hook. The hook is the first 2 to 3 seconds ng video nyo. This is the most important one because this will help you grab people's attention. Hindi na po labanan kung gaano kaganda yung content ngayon. Ang labanan kung gaano kakabilis kumuha ng attention ng mga tao. So what you need is to have a hook. How can you create an amazing hook? You ask questions. You make them think about something. You make them imagine about something. You make them feel something. Okay, you can start with a question, you can start with a quote, you can start with something that visually how can you say this? Visually inspire them. Okay? Your hook, it's very important. Kaya sa lahat ng videos ko, laging merong yung first line ko, yun yung parang pinaka-point na gusto kong sabihin. Pero wait lang kayo. Meron pa akong gustong sabihin. That's the point of the hook, right? If I say na 5 ways to help you move on from your ex. Parang okay, may expectation na sila. You have that promise sa kanila. Now they're gonna stay for your video. The next one is your story. Their main content. Ano yung gusto mong i-share na value sa kanila? Ano yung gusto mong ituro? Ano yung gusto mong ipakita sa kanila? Right? That's the middle part. The last one is your call to action. How can they learn more from you? How can they connect more with you? Ito po ang ginawa ko sa podcast ko mula nung nag-start ako. Every time meron akong episode, sinasummarize ko siya into 1 minute. Tapos sa dulo ko, sinasabi ko palagi, kung gusto niyo pang matutunan, makinig kayo ng podcast ko. So kayo, you can do as marketers, if you want to learn more about this, click in the comment section, the link in the comment section, click in the bio. If you want to try this out, this barley, the Sante product, go ahead. Go to my bio. Order now. You can do that, right? But it's not a hard sell. It's not trying so hard. You just subtly mention it at the end, and at the same time, you give value through your story. Okay, so 5 tips to grow on your TikTok. Number 1, spend time on your FYP. Trends happen every single day. Hindi po lahat ng trends na sumasayaw kailangan nyo subayan. Sobrang daming trends ngayon. At kailangan lang makahanap kayo ng paraan na magamit nyo yan para sa sarili nyo. Personalize all the trends that you have. Trust your confidence, trust your gut, trust your wisdom na meron kayo matutulungan, and use that trend. Second, be consistently creative. Don't just be consistent. If something works, something does not work, don't repeat what's not working. Okay? Be consistently creative. If nothing's working, keep on trying and trying and trying, figuring out how this would work. Okay? Next is improve your hook. Nasa hook talaga ang labanan, guys. Kung sino ang pinakamagaling kumuha ng attention ng mga tao, sa kanya napupunta yung mga views and yung mga leads. Lastly, the shorter, the better.
Alec, may question ako doon sa hook. Should they have
Okay.
a signature opening line?
Great question. A lot of people have their opening line. If it feels natural to you, yes. If you feel like, hoy, sumisigaw ng ganun kada simula. Hi guys, hello. Hi, it's me. If you're comfortable in doing that, if that represents you, go do it. But for me, wala akong masyadong hook na ako eh. Wala akong masyadong branding na ito yung first na hook ko. Meron mga content creators na sumisigaw, nilalapit yung mukha nila sa camera, nagpapakute sa simula. If that feels comfortable to you, go ahead. Pero for me, I just give the content. Ako, ang mindset ko kasi dyan, which is sayang, hindi ko na-apply before. Pero ang ginagawa ko lang is I just wanna give the value ASAP, tas alis na ako. If I do that, hopefully, meron silang ano. Pero one thing that I should have done pala before is to add in some of my personalized elements para mas makilala nila ako. Ako, wala po akong signature hook sa simula, pero meron akong signature ending. Parang, yeah. Ganun lang. Simpleng ganun. Alam na nila yun na, okay, that's me. Pag may ya sa dulo or sa dulo. Pwedeng ganun, as long as it feels natural to you. Thank you so much, Sir Ian, for that question.
Thank you, Alec.
Okay. Next is put more value in shorter time. Here's a hack. Kung gusto niyo mag-viral, isa lang po ang kailangan yung tignan. Shareability ng inyong video and watch time. Replayability and shareability. What do I mean? How many times is your video being replayed? You know what's the trick in doing that? Create shorter videos na minsan yung ibang tao ginagawa nila. Short ang video pero yung text na nakalagay sobrang haba. Yung mga tao, babasahin nila ng buo yun. Hindi nila alam umaandar yung video sa background. Tama? Yung iba, may tanong. Ako, for example, ang hilig ko magtanong, hi guys, kayo, ano yung mga red flags nyo sa buhay? Yung mga tao, ang gagawin nila, pupunta sila sa comment section, magta-type sila ng storya nila, ng sagot nila. Hindi nila alam yung video ko, tumatakbo pa sa background nila. Replayability increases the chances of you going viral. Next is shareability. Sorry for that. Shareability. Gaano karaming beses sinishare yung video nyo? This is why kailangan mo gumawa ng video na makakatulong sa mga tao. Para hindi lang sila yung natulungan mo, ay, share ko to sa best friend ko, ay, share ko to sa pinsan ko. Yung iba may na my day pa, ini-story pa. Bakit? Kasi alam nila nakarelate sila at makakatulong sila sa ibang tao. So gumawa kayo ng mga videos na makakatulong sa ibang tao at makakarelate yung ibang tao at gumawa kayong paraan para magstay sila sa video nyo. Next is be yourself and have fun. All the tools that we shared, all the tips that we shared would be useless kung hindi kayo nag-enjoy. Okay? The reason why me and Faith had a very nice success in the beginning stages is because we really had fun. Hindi ko ito nabanggit kanina, pero the main reason why I started my TikTok account was to practice my speaking skills. If you had met me before I started TikTok, I'm not this good in speaking to the public. I'm not this good. But sabi ko, I need a way to practice on how I could become a better communicator. So what I did is every single day, starting from the first day that I posted, for 2 months straight, every single day, one video. Just one video, every single day. And you know what happened? I just needed one viral video. And the views, the follows, the likes, it flooded sa iba kong mga videos. You might be thinking, I'm gonna start right now, and you might go start a few videos and you might feel wala na. I want to reassure you that all you need is one yes. You may get 10, 20, 50, 100 no's, but if you get one yes, that will be worth it. So keep trying, keep learning about yourself, and keep having fun. All right? Okay, so I guess I'm going to stop my presentation right there because it's 9 o'clock already.
It's 9. Sorry, guys. I think, sir, pwede na kaming mag-entertain ng two questions.
Oo, with all the information you gave us, parang very few questions na lang siguro. Sige, let's try. Who wants to give out the first question for tonight? Sige. Anybody? Sabi, saan daw mada-download ang TikTok? Joke lang. I think, sige, this is your last chance. Any more questions before we let them go?
Thank you
Yan,
po
very...
for following. Followed na.
Oh, yan,
Oh,
sige.
okay. Ay, Alec pala. Plug your, sorry. Plug your social media accounts or kung meron kang webinar.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any upcoming webinars right now, but I do have a group coaching session. So I talk about personal development every single week, every Monday, 8 p.m. So if you want to just add more ways that you could learn, join that. It's a mindset. I talk more about mindset and motivation, inspiration, all that stuff, but more on personal development. So if you are interested in that, please send me a message on Instagram at Alec Cuenca. And you may follow me there as well on TikTok at Small Talk Podcast. And please listen to my podcast as well. And if you are interested in videos about personal development, I started my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And lastly, I am so sad right now that I wasn't able to share with you all the tips about TikTok. But if you are interested in going all in on TikTok, I still provide my one-on-one coaching sessions. If you are interested in that, just send me a message as well. And yeah, for everyone who's coming here on Sunday, I'll give you guys a discount. I just want to share with you. Sorry talaga nagbitin lang yung oras. But yeah, just send me a message if you're interested in that.
Wow, podcast, no? Please follow Alex. I'll be following you tonight, Alex, and all other social media accounts of these two wonderful individuals. How about a big round of applause for Mr. Alec Cuenca and our very own Miss Faith Rose Corpus. Faith, your handles, paki-promote na rin.
Yeah, thank you so much po, Sir Ian and Sante, of course. Please follow my social media accounts. I'm Miss Faith Corpus everywhere. Miss Faith Corpus on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook page. So, pwede niyong gamitin na yung mga music na ginagamit ko or yung mga music na ginagamit ko, yung mga music na ginagamit ni Alec. Gayahin niyo na lang muna sa una, ganun talaga eh. Gaya-gaya tayo muna hanggang sa ma-figure out natin paano. Thank you!
Hot na hot ngayon ng Material Girl. You'll be surprised, no? The people from the 80s. Kami po yung music namin yun ni Ma'am Bing tsaka ni na Sir Paul. Pero right now, nagte-trending ang Madonna's Material Girl. By the way, we have our Managing Director for Philippine Operations in the meeting right now. Hi po, Sir Paul Kaluwag. Thank you for staying.
Hi, hello po!
Yan. Okay, so I think wala nang questions. Wala nang questions sa ating chat box. So thank you very much, everybody. And I hope you enjoyed our webinar for tonight. I-replay nyo po to. Keep on sharing this link in YouTube, Facebook, and YouTube link so your team can also benefit from this webinar. So follow Alec Cuenca and Miss Faith Corpus. And heart reaction button para sa ating mga resource speakers for tonight. Attraction, marketing, and personal branding. Yan. Paulanan po natin ang heart reaction buttons ng ating mga resource speakers. Thank you very much. And
thank you.
Alex, thank you. Faith, thank you.
Thank you, Sir Ian. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.
Picture tayo. Picture mo na, Alec.
Okay, let's have a picture. Sige, Faith, ikaw na siguro mag-screenshot from your end.
1, 2. Ay, 10 pala to, 10. 1, 2. Next page, 1, 2. Ang dami. Page number 4, page number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, and number 10. Thank you po.
Thank you, Alec. Thank you, Faith. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Sir Paul, Ma'am Bing, Sir Jason, and everybody.
Hi, Sir Paul. Thank you po.
Okay, so we have unmuted you. In the next few seconds, you can say your gratitude to our speakers for tonight. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sir Alex.
Sir Alex.
Thanks, Sir Alex. Salamat, Ria. Salamat.
Good night. Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat po. God bless.
Thank
Thank you po sa mga learnings.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I guess let's call it a night, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, by the way, I have something promote. Nalimutan ko. Okay, next week po, next Thursday. Next Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, countdown to triple double Salvo 2022 cheer dance competition that's happening next week, February 24, 2022 at same time, 7 p.m. cheer dance competition open to all Sante teams. Okay, so watch out for the mechanics. I'll be sending it very, very soon. Thank you very much and see you on our next webinar. That's tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Good night. Ending the live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.